Good afternoon, everyone. This is Gregor. Welcome to the stream. Since we're kind of like done with like the short-ish the dig yesterday, it's time to go a bit less retro, like a few years. Like actually, I think this game came out like 4 years after the dig, so it's like I don't know if it's kind of like it's contemporary or not, but yeah, we are actually going to check the Chrono Cross, which is a game that I've been saying I want to stream like a bunch of times. This is officially the sequel to Chrono Trigger, although thematically it doesn't have much to do with it, or like story-wise even. It also doesn't have much to do with it design-wise. So it's only a sequel in the very, very, very loosest of ways. I'm actually going to... Oh. You know what? I actually just like wanted to have like the intro play, but then I kind of realized that it might be a bit of a problem, like a DMCA or something, so might not. But I really do want to have the intro being shown, so maybe I can like reset the game. Let's see. If we do it, we do it. That sucks. We will have to delete everything, but who cares? So yeah, I really like this game. It's like a lot different than Chrono Trigger in that there is a lot more like fluff in it. It's not as tightly scripted as Chrono Trigger was. It also has like a huge cast where Chrono Trigger had like 6 characters overall. This one has, I think, 40. But also dumb, just like listen to this music. It's so good. Like the intro is amazing for this. It's like a good sample of what's to come, generally. So let's just like watch that for now. What was the start of all this? When did the cogs of fate begin to turn? Perhaps it is impossible to grasp that answer now, from deep within the flow of time. I think like one thing is for certain though. Right? But for a certainty, back then, we loved so many, yet hated so much. We hurt others and were hurt ourselves. Yet even then, we ran like the wind, whilst our laughter echoed under cerulean skies. The intro itself is not like that amazing, it's just like the music more than anything. But the actual, like, what we are actually looking at is kind of like a collage of all the CG cutscenes from the game. Which honestly is never a very good look into a game, that it doesn't have like a proper intro cutscene, but rather just like a collection of clips from what's already in the game. Also, I think the music is a bit like grainy, and I'm sorry about that, but I think it's like the capture card not being able to handle like the PS3 output. But yeah, I think like the actual in-game music is just fine, or at least it should be. Give me just a moment though. Just need to like turn it up a little bit. So yeah, Chrono Trigger. We streamed that a couple of weeks ago. Chrono Cross is not the same, even though, like, again, it is a sequel. We play as Surge, and he has nothing in relation to Chrono or any of the other characters of Chrono Trigger. This will become readily apparent in like 10 or 20 hours into the stream, which is how long it gets for like the story to kind of even mention Chrono Trigger like as existing. And yeah, as far as I've heard, like originally this game was meant to start kind of like a totally unrelated cast and like not be related in any way to Chrono Trigger, except for like mechanical wise. But yeah, we as we'll see. Greco, what is it, Surge? You look troubled. This is it. There's no turning back now. Oi, come on, Surge, Greco. So this is like a funny story. This is actually supposed to be like some kind of flash forward, I guess. It's like a flashback actually, but you know. So two of the three characters, which is our protagonist Surge and Kid, which is the girl talking now, are always the same in this cutscene. But the third one, which in this run I guess is Greco, is chosen randomly from all the characters that you would have had access to up until this point of the game. Oh. Hold on. I do actually need to make some settings like move around a little bit. Let's see. Analog mode. Yeah, that's good. There you go. I also need to change it from the options as well. There we go. So yeah, like I mentioned, this game has a lot of characters to recruit. And even worse is like 40 odd of them, but you can actually only get like 26 or like 32, I don't remember exactly, in like one playthrough. Because a lot of them are actually mutually exclusive. So you might end up like getting a choice between character A and character B, and that kind of like makes the plot go in like different ways. Like an early good example is that Kid actually gets poisoned at the start of the game. The start of the game, like within like the first hour or so of the game. And we get like the choice of either like helping her or letting her die. And that actually allows us a different character to join us after we leave the place where she's at. What's this crystal-like thing? Some kind of switch? Bugger! So close and yet so far. Yep. There you go. Okay. And I'm actually going to try and like avoid as much fights, as much fighting as I can, because there's no point in this part of the game to actually be fighting anyone. Since this is meant to be kind of like a flash forward kind of thing, so nothing will carry over, I guess, to later on in the game. Although if we do get like in 20 fight I won't run, I'll just like showcase the combat system a little bit, because it's like very interesting. And it does a lot of unique things, I guess, that other JRPGs don't really go for. Like part of that is kind of like the element system. Oh, hold on, yeah, we actually do need to activate the switch first. Okay, so I think it's through here. No? No, this is where we came from. And yeah, we do need to activate the orb first, so that like the little platform at the middle of the screen kind of like well, activates, I guess. There we go. Click. So yeah, one thing that is similar to Chrono Trigger, there are no random encounters, which is so good. Instead, there's this thing, there we go. There's this thing where like Chrono Trigger also did, that you kind of have to physically run into enemies on like the open map, and kind of like that will put you in a fight with them. Although, unlike that game, you do get teleported out of the field map into like a combat arena to, you know, fight. So, a few things that might be beneficial for everyone to know going into this game. First of all, we always have 4 commands. It's attack, it's element, it's defend, and run away. Defend is the explanatory one where you try to not take much damage. Element we'll see in a bit, and attack is like a regular, well, it's not regular, but it's like a physical attack with like the character's weapon. So, I don't know if you can see the mouse cursor, because I think XSplit kind of like captures that already. So you will see under each character's name there's a grid of blocks. Those we will find out later are the elements that you can equip, and right now they're at level 0, which means that you cannot use any of them because you haven't kind of like charged them up. The big number below that is the HP, and the little star thingy is stamina, and stamina is used for physical attacks. Every character has a maximum of 7, and they have 3 tiers of attacks that they can do. The number is the stamina cost, and the percentage is the hit chance. So I could just now choose to use 1 stamina and do like a small attack for like a high chance to hit. I could use 2 stamina to make a moderate attack that does more damage but is slightly easier to miss, or use 3 stamina and do a big attack that is, well, kind of low in chance to hit. And that's like the one unique aspect of the game. Yeah, that's like the one unique aspect of the game, is that you have to choose the severity of the attacks that you're using, and each one has like a cost that's like kind of like higher, but also like a higher benefit if it lands. Generally, what that's weird. Generally, what like ends up happening is that it's usually better to go 1, 2, 3, because let me show you. The other thing is that whenever you land an attack, subsequent attacks have a higher chance of hitting. So you see now, like I've done like 2 hits, and now well, now it's gone. But see, if I use like the 1 attack that costs like 1 stamina, like 2, the other, like all of them will go up in hit chance. So they're not like more likely to hit. And the other thing you will notice, like with every successful attack, the amount of stamina that I've used directly gets translated into what's it called? The level of the elements that I can use. So this leads us to the second part, which is elements. You can kind of like see the grid here of like all the elements that I can use. It's kind of like in the middle of the screen. The highlighted one is the element that I'm like the element tier that I'm looking at. It starts all the way to the left with tier 1 and goes all the way up to tier 8, I want to say, by end game. It's like these are basically like materia slots in Final Fantasy VII, so you can equip elements into each character. And we'll go through what like each one of these kind of does in a bit. But the idea is that you kind of charge up your element slots by successfully attacking, and then you spend that charge to cast a spell or an element. The thing is that the higher the element tier that you use, the more of your charge you're using up. So if I were, for example, to use Photon Beam, which is actually a tier 3 spell, so it, yeah, we will explain that a bit later. But if I were to use Photon Beam at like the second tier, which is like this row here, I would be using 2 out of my 5 element levels. There we go. Boom. And I'm also using all of my stamina for that. I think using an element like goes like -7. So using an element kind of like puts you in the negative for how much stamina you have. So basically stamina kind of recharges over like each round. So you get like 1 or 2 or 3 stamina per round, I think. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but you're supposed to kind of like wait for it to replenish. So if you end up going into the negative, that means that your character cannot attack for like 2 or 3 turns until he kind of like recovers from having used a costly attack that overexerted him or her. Which is interesting, right? And there's like this whole like rock paper scissors thing that you need to do with the elements, and also like how much you want to go into the red if you want to go into the red. And that's like part 1 of the combat. The other half of it is the element system. So this game has like 6 elements. It's they're color coded, so it's black, white, red, green, blue, and yellow. Black is kind of supposed to be like darkness. White is supposed to be like light. Red is supposed to be kind of fire. Blue is supposed to be like water-based, but it's not actually like they always get referred to as colors in this rather than just like the elements that they represent. So I'm probably also going to be talking about it that way. And like with any like system that has like elemental affinities, every character has their own element, and each element is weak to other elements. So blue is weak to red, red is weak to blue. It's kind of like codependent kind of thing. Black and white are like very effective against one another. I think yellow and green as well. And yeah, flash forward. What does this mean? Why are we smiling? Are we a murderer? Who knows? We will find out in a bit. Like a very long bit, actually. Probably like 2 or 3 streams from now. But yeah. Surge. Surge, wake up. Good morning, Surge. So yeah, that's like basically the rundown on the combat of this game. Use attacks to charge up your spells, use those spells, and you get a bit of downtime. Attacks are cheaper, but also can be tiered to boost them at the cost of more stamina and less accuracy. And yeah, that's about it. There are like a few elements later on in the game that are like exclusive to specific characters because they're supposed to like represent their unique attacks. But other than that, elements are kind of like materia in Final Fantasy VII, so you can kind of like slot them in and out of whoever you want them to use them. Serge took out his cigarette savings, received 200 G. Would you like to rest? Yep. For no good reason, just like woke up and went back to bed. But yeah, that's kind of like the nitty-gritty behind like the combat system in the game. Like, as you can see, there are like a lot of hidden interactions in this game, which might sometimes like look a bit odd that I'm like mashing my face against like a wall or two. Oh, the sound is like really choppy though, and I don't know why. Give me a moment to check the Okay, I think this is like a bit better. Yeah, the sound quality is a bit choppy because, well, it's like PS3 through HDMI, which isn't like the best quality, because I don't actually have like the RCA, like the yellow, white and red cable to connect them, even though I do have an adapter for that now. It came in the mail a couple of days ago, and as soon as I'm done with Chrono Cross, I might just like look into setting up my GameCube and seeing if we can like take another look at like some of those games on like the original hardware. Although I now just realized that I also need like a controller for that. Because the last one kind of like got busted. Hey, this is Serge mom. Marge. Serge and Marge. Don't you like it when like families like get like themed names or something in games? Good morning, Serge. You're finally up. The sun's already reached high noon. Oh no, it's high noon. By the way, didn't you have plans to meet with Lena this morning? Lena came by to see if you were up, but you, young man, were still off in Never Never Land. You shouldn't break promises like that. Girls can be pretty scary if you make them angry. Yes, mom. Does it actually have anything? Yeah. Oh. Yep. So we're like basically she's like the girlfriend character. Hurry along now and go apologize to Lena. So before we do that, we're gonna have like a look around the village. There are like a few things that we need to see. Sergi, check out this sawfish. Awesome, ain't it? Poppy caught it down south by the El Nido Triangle. Nobody likes going down there though. They all say it's creepy, but this sucker sure looks tasty. I think this guy's like a vendor. Yo, Serge, what do you think of this sawfish? Have you ever seen one this size? Ah, this has got to be from the legendary Dragon King Palace. So, all of these places that are mentioned, we're gonna get to later. Wouldn't you agree? You're probably right. If it really is true, then from here on out, happiness will be rolling into my life. Business will pick up, money will start pouring in. I'll be able to repair my roof, varnish my boat, buy a new sail. Eat as much squid gut pasta as I want up in Termina. Ah, life is good. Thanks for playing along. Here's a little something for you. Give it to a girl you like. Komodo scale without lifting a finger. I wish the legend was true though. The Dragon King Palace. There aren't enough dreams out there lately. Ha! So this is kind of important because in a moment we will be asked to go get 5 of these. So this kind of like saves you a little bit of trouble. Hello Serge, beautiful day today, isn't it? Ah, just being able to bask in the sun all day sure is a nice change. Yep. So you see, we already got like mentioned like 3 different places. It's like Fossil Valley, Dragon King Palace, and like the El Nido Triangle. These are all places that we get to visit later. Isn't foreshadowing amazing? This is the vendor. I have some great elements. Okay, show me your elements. So, another side note about elements. There are certain elements, because this game does not have... Hey, JLC, welcome, how's it going? Because this game does not actually have, like, usable items in, like, the sense of other games, because you can actually use items in combat. Elements can also be itemized, which is to say limited quantity, which like, diminish with each use. They are all marked as consumable, as you can see here, which is the case with Tablet, which is basically the potion of this game. And they have like a little icon next to the name to let you know that they're like stackable consumables. Which is I don't remember if there were like any good. Like usually it's a lot better to just like have like curative elements equipped. I'm just like gonna get like a cure for now. It's usually better to have like curative elements equipped because those don't get used up, and if you save up on like element levels while you're fighting, at the end of combat you get the option to kind of like use all those up to heal yourself without using consumables. Wait, I can't... No, hold on. Yeah, why can't I equip element? Oh, yeah, you actually need to like level up at least once, I think. No, allocate. Sorry, my bad. There we go. So yeah, at the start we only have like a couple of like slots for those. So I am going to have like another +2 to cure. So the way it works is that depending on like which level, like you can see at like the top that like graph that I was showing off before, there's like tiers like 1 through 7 or like through 8, I want to say, and some elements you can slot into higher level slots to boost them. So cure +2, which is like cure is like regularly level 1 element. If I slot it in a level 3 slot, it gains like more healing. So it's like a +2, and you can also slot like higher level elements. Oh, wait, did I do that? You can slot like higher level elements in like lower level slots to kind of like get the effect, but at like reduced efficiency. Well, now you're in Arni village. What brings you? Oh, it's you, Serge. God damn it. So the other nice thing is like you like Chrono Trigger, you can kind of like run away while they're talking at you. Just like go, no, I don't care about you. Screw you. Bye bye. Una, yo, Sergi. I heard you totally blew off Lina this morning. I didn't think you had it in you. That was real gutsy of you. I guess that kind of shows you're who's boss, eh? One of the differences between entirely too many characters. Yeah, we already talked about this, but yes, not every character gets the exact same amount of like element slots. Like some are like more like top heavy, others are kind of like more bottom heavy, I guess. There's like a few with like distributed equal growth, I guess. So yeah, that's also kind of interesting. So yeah, this is Lina's sister. Have you noticed yet that all of the characters that are like related have similar sounding names? Hey Sergi, do you know what's popular among the village girls these days? Komodo dragon necklace, yeah? Yeah, a necklace made from Komodo dragon scales. You know, those monsters that eat fire. I want to get some for Kiki, but there's no way I can beat those monsters. Oh no, if I don't do something about this now, Kiki might start liking Lolo. Boy, am I in a fix. So another thing you might like notice later on as we progress through the game is that a lot of the characters kind of sound a lot different. Hamina, 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 she sure is pretty. What a knockout dancer, what the knockout that dancer Mickey is. Yep, she's actually a party member later on. Shh. It's like a good bet that any, or like at least almost any character that has a like an anime portrait in their dialogue can join you at some point or another. Which is kind of funny. Like I said, there's like 40 odd characters in the game. Although you don't actually get like you can't actually get like the entire roster in one playthrough. Because like we said, like a few of them are kind of mutually exclusive with one another, depending on what choices you made in like the story, because it kind of like branches out. You move. I've been dreaming about becoming a poet since I was little. I want to cross the continent and make a name for myself with just a pencil and paper. But look at me. I'm in this puny village in the middle of nowhere, waitressing in this rundown shack. Well, what ya say about my restaurant? You can quit anytime, you know. So yeah, this is like a good first example, like the little cha that this guy puts at the end of like all his sentences. That's a kind of a like speech inflection, I want to say. Tasty cha-cha-cha. Yep. Hekran bone soup. Remember the Hekran from like the previous game? No, it's just a barrel. Yeah, I know. So let's see. Serge found ivory helmet. Yes, he did. Yeah, this game's actually like a lot more rewarding with like how you explore stuff. Like if there's anything that looks kind of interesting or not, you can kind of go find it. Hekran bone. Don't actually remember what this is for though. Oh no, hold on. This is for getting like Poshul early on, right? I think. God. Although to be honest, Poshul is maybe one of my least favorite characters. Imagine kind of like a Scooby-Doo character, but more annoying. Isn't my Celine cute? Daddy found her by Lizard Rock. A lot of baby Komodo dragons play out there. I guess it's kind of like their hangout. And you know what, Sergi? Don't tell anyone what I'm about to tell you, okay? It's a secret. Lolo said he was gonna get me some Komodo dragon scales. Hee, what should I do? So yeah, in case you didn't realize by now, we need to go get Komodo dragon scales. I think you need to get like 5 of them. Rock and roll to trap the Sakir. My super duper secret too. Use the lay of the land and make a surprise attack. So this actually is super relevant later because you kind of have to chase after the Komodo dragons. And there is one that you need to trap with a rolling boulder. There's another one where you need to kind of like head it off, I guess. No, it's okay. Thankfully, no. I don't want to. Jerk. Let's see. It's like a few more. Do you know about Lizard Rock, southwest of the village? I heard that the mother Komodo dragon comes out every once in a while. I've told Kiki numerous times not to play there, but she never listens to me. I guess kids will be kids, even if like they get eaten by dragons. Oh no, come on. No, don't block the way. There you go. What is this? Is this... Oh, no, never mind. It's like, this is like the wrong basement. It's like a basement where like a mojo is in. Blah, 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 blah. It's been about 10 years since I became a fisherman. Back then, I still had other aspirations, but I ended up succeeding my dad. I guess you can say everything here represents 10 years of my life. Lion sharks, sawfish, 6-horned narwhals. Wow, you name it. They represent all my hard work and dedication. Like, casually keeping a fish hung on his, like, basement. I love my job and I'm happy with my current lifestyle and all, but lately I get to thinking when I see Kigi about how could have been a different future if I had chosen a different path 10 years ago. Ooh, isn't this foreshadowing as well? You know, actually, I never really noticed just like how much foreshadowing this game has. Oh, hey Serge, you want this? Here, take it. It's an amulet I made from a lion shark tooth 10 years ago when I decided to become a fisherman. I don't need it anymore. I have my wife and Kiki watching over me. Shark tooth. So like another unique thing about this game is that you can actually bring up a list of all your key items, like whenever you want to. Most of them don't really like do anything, but there are a few that you are supposed to use in specific locations or at like specific times. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. Hello. The pier's up ahead. Listen, don't be messing with those boats. I'm sure you understand. A boat is like a limb to our fishermen. Pull any stunts like last time and I'll whack you in the head. Wait, last time? What happened last time? Yeah, we will find out about this a bit later. Also another like cute little like what's it called? Photon Ray inside the bucket. Well, actually, this is better for Surge, since it's like his own element as well. There we go. It's kind of like a cute, like, little thing. That's Lena in the background, and that's the pier we're supposed to be going through to. And you can totally see it from up here. This is my house. Enter at own risk. Yep. Poshul. Ugh. I hate this character. Don't tell me you just woke up. Don't you know that the early bird gets the worm? Lena's over there in the pier. Looks like her mother asked her to babysit. You'll find Lena on the pier. You can see it from here. Don't make girls angry. Used to cry and run away at the mere sight of a pussycat. Ooh, do you remember? When you were about wee high, you were attacked by a panther demon. I guess it left an emotional scar. But it's good that you've overcome that fear. Also makes it like this bit of information kind of lets it makes it a bit more weird that Serge's mom kind of like decided to keep 2 cats in the house, considering what we know now. So before we go talk to Lena, there's like the village elder thing here. Radius. Oh, Serge, how goes it? How would you like to join everyone for my lecture? Today's lecture is the fundamentals of attack and the art of elements. Yeah, that's like the tutorial more or less. Excellent. A true man you are. Yep. Ho ho ho. Come on, Serge, don't hold back. Yep. First, here's some basic advice on attacking, so listen up, young one. You know there are 3 different attack levels: weak, strong, and fierce. Each have different accuracy or hit percentage values, don't you? Every time you hit your opponent, each of these values increase to make it easier for your next attack to hit its mark. A good strategy is to start with weak blows, will have the highest chance of succeeding, and then build up to strong and fierce blows. So rather than attacking willy-nilly, you should aim to build up your hit. If your fierce attacks don't hit home, you're just wasting your energy. We get like whacked. Yep. Just like blast him with magic. Ho ho ho, you're not even close. Don't be trusting in your hit percent too much there, boy. As long as it's not 100%, you still run the risk of missing continuously, don't you? Sometimes it pays to muster up the courage to use strong and fierce attacks straight from the start too. Next, let's check out the use of elements. When you use an element, the color of that element attribute remains on the battlefield in the form of the field effect. So that's like the last thing about the combat. Do you see that little like concentric series of circles, of like ovals, I guess, in the top left? That's the field effect. And every time you use an element, the color of that element gets inserted on like the left side of the diagram. So like the smaller circle. And that kind of like pushes the other 2 colors 1 step to the outside. So depending on what elements you use, you can actually make the battlefield change its element. So if I were to use 3 white attacks in a row, it would make the field effect go white. And that has a few uses. Field effects will boost the effectiveness of same colored elements and will halve the effectiveness of opposing color elements. And later on in the game, they will also allow you to summon certain, well, I think it's like dragons, I guess, depending on like which color you've kind of like used. So I think like the first one is it's like the red element, the salamander, I think. But I'm not actually sure, and it's like a ways into the game. Each time you consecutively use the same colored elements, the effectiveness of that colored element group increases. Here, I'll show you. Let's fill up the field element attributes with the color blue. Try using a blue element after me. Hey there! How did turn all the field effects attributes blue, for crying out loud? Don't you know how to use them elements or something, young one? Wait, I just did! First, you gotta choose attack to do some physical damage to your opponent in order to get started. Weak, strong, and fierce attacks each add 1, 2, or 3 points to your element power level. Your current level is the number that appears upon the LV symbol under your name there, son. So be careful, you can't afford to miss. Yeah. Already talked about this. So yeah, basically elements get like 1 charge per battle, unless you level them up when they get like 2 or 3 or 4 and so on. There are some elements that disappear in a puff of smoke each time you use them. The element tablet is just one example. These are called consumable elements and have that symbol in front of their names. These don't regenerate after each battle. However, the benefit of such consumable elements is that you can allocate up to 5 of these into the same element grid space. So it's like items that you can stack times 5, I guess. So yeah, we've talked about all of this, blah 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 blah. And he's like such a jerk, he's asking you to like make it blue, and then he just like has the element that turns like the entire thing blue. So yeah, oh, we don't have another one. Oh well. I wanted to kind of like show that the like cure would have healed for more now that the entire field effect is blue. And the Aqua Ball will do more damage now. Yep, one shot. Ho ho ho! Was that too much for you? Sorry about that, young one. Conversely, when there's a lot of blue in the field effect attributes, the elements of the opposing color, red, will be weakened. Yep. So this is like basically like how this will work is you can kind of like see that he has like 2 innate elements for whatever reason. He's like both green and blue. Like a good tactic, especially for harder fights and bosses, is to kind of try and like have the field effect to be the opposing color than what they are, just to like keep them as least powerful as possible. 65. Jerk. Pooped already, eh? And you're still so young. You used to be a dragoon, damn it. What do you mean? I mean, how do I know that? I don't know that. Tell me, Gonji. I'd be happy to. When you want to give someone a key item, get within talking distance and press the square button. This will bring up the item menu. Then select the item you wish to give and confirm. If all goes well, the person should respond. The same procedure when you want to use a key item at a specific location. Just select the item you wish to use. No need to worry about making mistakes. The item won't disappear if there's no response. Yeah. That's like basically I think what we need to do with Poshul here. Although I don't think he, I don't know, actually joins immediately. Oh, hi Sergi Poo. Me, I'm a bit busy right now. Have you already met up with Lena? Me think she was by the pier. Ah, is that a Hekran bone? Gimme. Sergipu? A present? For I? How'd you know? To accept or not to accept? Me accept your present and me shall help you. Me will do anything you want. Me will be your honor to be by your side. Me will use my pretty miracle power X. Me will do it, Sergipu. First party member is actually like a very easy one to miss because the Hekran bone is kind of out of the way, I guess. But Poshul herself, I guess, I don't know. I don't think it's ever mentioned like what like how like Poshul gets like pronounced, I guess. But you can actually meet up with Poshul a lot later in like the next chapter, and we'll join with you with like Lena. Yep. So let's see. But it's like very, very, very useful to get Poshul like at the start of like this. +2 heal for now. Poshul is like yellow element, and I think we can get like a. I know we can get like a bushwhacker, which is like green one somewhere around here. I don't remember if we can get the yellow one, whatever it is, like the level 1 element. Time sure does fly. Chief Radius has been living here for 4 years already. He's such a bright, cheerful man. Everyone in the village really likes him. If you want what you record what you've done, it's like the save menu, basically. It says, the ecstasy and anxiety of the chosen one. A mega baby's in love with me. Wee! Oh, wow. It tells of how naive the hearts of man are. Only Chief Radius can come up with a golden saying like that. Sure. I would have tried to persuade Sir Toma to look for the treasure on the Xenon continent. This is a reference. Yep. It's like such a goofy reference as well. Like the game name drops a lot of characters, but you don't actually like get any direct connection to Chrono Trigger until like a few hours before the end, I guess. Yo, my name's Toma the 14th. But people usually put the Great Explorer in front of my name. The Great Explorer Toma. I was just looking around for treasure. I have a sixth sense, you know. Yo, I wasn't gardening. I was totally looking for treasure. Yeah. Believe me, kid. I ain't gardening. I'm really busy. Nope. So let me try and remember. Is there was there anything else that we can find in the village before we leave for like farming and stuff? Oh yeah, we can't actually get any. I guess like a fireball might be useful, and maybe like another like 5-pack of tablets. Oh no. Fine. Show me your weapons and armor. Although I probably can't afford anything. So yeah, this game also has a kind of crafting system where you kind of need to get materials and also disassemble previous weapons to, you know, make new ones. There we go. I don't think there's anything else. Like, there's like Mojo somewhere around here we can kind of like look at, but Snore. What? Oh, it's you, Serge. Beautiful day, huh? You caught me dozing off there. By the way, Serge, do you like the sea? Not really. Well, I guess that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. But listen to me now and believe me later, Serge. Life on this planet was born on the sea and will eventually return to it. Even our blood is mostly seawater. Wait, what? Citation needed? You're late, Serge. Sleeping in as usual, I suppose. Come on, you guys. You should join us. It feels really good. Unlike the rest of you, we're not here to play. Don't swim out too far now. Okay. Kids should have it easy. Remember when we were like that? Not a single care or worry in our minds. How each day lasted an eternity, filled with newness, fun, and excitement. So weird. The important thing now is not our childhood but my Komodo scale necklace. Yes, I have to face up to the reality and live each day anew. So go get me 4, 5. I'll catch with you at Opasa Beach. Yeah, I guess. So how many do I need? I think 3 should be enough. Ah. Yep. Or wait, is Mojo supposed to be in like another another Arni village? It's gonna be like in the other world's Arni village, or God. I think he might actually. I think he might be in like the basement here, but on like another Arni. Because that's like because this guy didn't like take up on fishing in the other version. So yeah, I'm kind of like bubbling here for a little bit. So I'm just like gonna shut up for now, and we'll see where this goes in maybe like few minutes. Like half an hour, maybe, I don't know. It's like not a very long sequence, the one at like Komodo Beach, Lizard Rock. Also, isn't the music amazing? I just love this soundtrack. So good. There's like a bunch of places you can actually go, but not really do anything. I don't remember if you could get like some items out of order in like Hydra Marshes. Wait, not in Hydra Marshes, but why, if it isn't Serge? Didn't the village elders tell you not to come here? Yep. I think there's gonna be a guard in like Fossil Valley as well, so that's also not something we can do yet. Yep. The poor army is currently investigating the area. It is off limits to the general public. We will inform you when an investigation is complete. Beat it, kid. There's nothing to see here. Por being another name that you might remember if you've played Chrono Trigger. It's like a secret area here. Kind of secret-ish. Although I don't actually remember what you can do here, if I'm being honest. I think there's like a fight or 3. Imagine stumbling into this when you first played the game and being like, what? No, wait, there's like actually nothing to do here now. Huh. So it's like a full like disclosure here. I've never actually finished this game. I think I may have been something like halfway through disc 2 back in the day. Which kind of like the bit after you find the after the thing happens and you have to find like the dragon shrines. But I've never actually finished this. I know what the ending looks like because I was always curious and kind of like checked it out, but that's about it really. Actually, you know, before we do anything else, I think it might be a good idea to save because I haven't saved yet. Wait, data from another game. Oh, these are like the Persona saves. Okay, yay. I'll come back to the PSX era where like the memory cards had like this weird thing with like the blocks, and the GameCube ones as well, and like I guess Xbox also had it with its internal drive. Search found heal. It's like a new attack. But I don't know if this actually is meant to be a new. I don't remember. But it does look like a lot similar, right? Beach Bum. Surf's up! Oh no. It summoned friends. Help, help. Oh wow, Poshul's magic is shit. I will say that I never actually like used this character a whole bunch, so I wouldn't really know. But it's a good like display of what we can do with like leftover element levels after combat ends. So if you've taken damage, oh hey, we leveled up kind of. Well, we didn't level up, we got like extra HP. Poshul got 3. If you've got like leftover like element levels, which you can see that's the yellow highlighted element slots, you can choose to use them after combat to heal yourself. Use remaining power and elements from this battle for healing. Max healing without using consumables, which would not use our tablets. Use consumables if needed in stock to if needed, or do not heal party. So yeah, elements use cure ×1. And we found humors. I mean, not the jokey kind, the gooey kind. Eek. Hello. Fight. Ba 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 da ba bum. Oh, critical. Nice. Be nice. I can totally use a photon ray to take the beach bum out as well. You can totally press the select button to kind of like hide the UI while animations are playing, which is kind of nice. Like the 3D Final Fantasy games also had something like similar happening with like the summons. There's like totally in like 8 at least you can press the select key to kind of like hide the UI while you're summoning stuff, I guess. Which is nice, interesting. I guess it made for good like screenshots back in the day. I wonder what this is. It's probably gonna be important later on. Serge and Lena forever. So ominous. Gee, I hope that's all it says. But yeah, let's just like keep going. It's I'm just like delaying a lot. It should be going a lot faster, if I'm being honest. Yep. And like we don't really need to fight the beach bums at all, so kind of like need to go to Lizard Rock and kind of just like clear 2 out of the 3 fights. So yeah, this rock is here to tell you that yes, there's gonna be stuff that you can interact with. Aha. Maybe later on we get to solve puzzles with them as well. Photon ray to the face. Search found fireball. I guess, oh, I don't remember what element the Komodo dragon used to be, so... Technically though, putting the heal on Poshul is not that great. Since Poshul is kind of like a... what's it called, like the yellow element, so using green elements is a bit inefficient for him. Here, I don't know. Oh, heal -1. Let me just like go like this. I usually prefer to not have -1 or like negatively valued elements equipped if I can help it. So kind of like sacrificing a bit of damage with Photon Ray to kind of get what's it called? To just like get heal to be at its intended slot level. Okay, so we trapped it, I guess. Oh, my dude. No, I am not. I'm sorry. Beep, boop, delete. Beep, boop, ban. Beep, beep, beep. Bots are fun. Okay, so... Oh, no. Got trapped, didn't you? Sucks to be you. Ba-da-ba-bum. So yeah, as far as I remember, the first major quest that we get to do is kill a bunch of these so that their mummy comes out and attacks us. So we can get more Komodo skills. It's not that hard actually, but you know. And as you can see, the photon ray at this like regular level does like 28 instead of 33 damage, which is, you know, interesting. Search collected Komodo scale. Yay. Although I guess since we found like the secret one, we don't actually need to fight the mother. I think. Although I'm not 100% sure, because we may need to fight her to like trigger the next bit at like Opasa Beach. But I think you just like need 3 scales. So I don't know like what happens with like the leftover once you're like done. I never actually like found that scale before, like but that's not exactly true. I don't actually remember what happens when you get like that one. Okay, that's good enough. So, there was one of the Komodo lizards that you kind of need to chase after. Things like this one. And there's like one more where you kind of have to lead it into like a dead end and then go around the place and jump to surprise it, I guess. So let's see, more HP. I don't actually remember how you solve this, if I'm being honest. Oh, hold on. Like the chest down there, I think you may like need to come back later, but hey, lasers! Oh, hey, look at that. Poshut can actually kill these in one cycle. I think we actually got like a lucky critical there or something. Yes, heal, funk, humor, scale, blah blah blah. So to get the second Komodo dragon, I think we need to exit through here. Yeah. And then like come back around like on the overhang and kind of like jump down on it to surprise it. No, I missed. And again. Well, let's just hope like Poshul can clear them both out. Oh, come on. So many misses. That sucks. Yay. So I don't actually remember how the leveling system works in this game, but you generally like kind of get stats with each fight that you do, and like I think like in like a set number of fights you also get like strength and agility and all of that increased as well. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's okay. I mean... Really? Stop missing, you overgrown, like... I don't know. You overgrown rug? So yeah, we can now ambush the what's it called? X button to jump. No! Ah! Damn it. So close. Come on, we'll get it now. Oh, wait. Don't I get like the X button to jump prompt? It's only like the first time. Okay, we'll get it. It's like a third time's a charm. God, the timing. Serge, you suck. No! Oh, come on, that should have totally triggered it. Also, again, I don't really remember that if you're supposed to do something with the chest. Okay. So yeah, I guess apparently chests can float in this game. Silver loop. Lupe? I don't know. What's that, like, the pronunciation of? Improves hit percentage. It's just like something very useful to have generally. I would like equip it on Poshul, but I don't think we're gonna be keeping it here for much longer after this. And honestly, Surge is probably gonna have the best elements for most of the game, so oh, come on. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bum. On. 5th time's a charm? I guess. 5th, 6th, I don't know. Haha! There we go. We Super Mario'd that guy. Stomped on its head. There we go. Oh, come on. Poshul. Poshul! I mean, that still works probably, so... It's like so hard to gauge when specific attacks are going to land and when not. Okay, we're done. Although I will go hunt the third one as well. Just because I do wonder what happens if you carry those over. It's like the problem is that you would never really know from this game if kind of like keeping a few items in reserve kind of, you know, help. Come on. Yep. Get it. Come on, run faster, Surge. God damn you. Surge. It's like, you need to know, to want it more. Okay, he did, and I think Photon Ray will clear the other one as well. Pew, 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 pew. Yep, sure did. And here comes the mama. She is pissed off. I killed all of her kids. That sounds grim, doesn't it? Maybe I should have saved Photon Ray for Mama here. No, never mind, she's like close to dying anyway, so that's fine. Although, what if I use... Oh, I don't have any... I don't have any tablets equipped. Because I just like realized that if I had used like another tablet here, it would go like field effect red, and she's kind of like innate blue, so she would be doing like a lot less damage. Yep. Don't kill me. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that is not fine. Okay, yeah, she did. Bye-bye. Surge and friends reached a new growth level. Oh yeah, that's actually how it went, right? Like, boss fights generally allow you to kind of like unlock your character's potential. So the star thing that we got actually allows us later on to summon stuff when we do the whole like field color thing, I guess. Search collected Komodo scale. Oh shoo, now we have 3 Komodo scales. Let's get moving to Opatha Beach and wait for Lina. Are you an idiot? We've got like 4 of them actually, not 3. So let me see if I remember. There's like a way to get up there because it's like a chest. Like through here maybe? No. Like through here. How did you get down there? There's like a chest here and I think you need to go through like some place in the background to access it. Can like go down from here maybe? Oh, there we go. Okay, it's like a chest here. Bone. Someone decided to put a bone in a chest and keep it in whatever this place is. And then there's this one. Ivory helmet. Which again, I'm not going to equip Poshul with because we're gonna lose access to here in a bit. Ba-da-ba-bum. Oh, you know, I forgot I should maybe have removed all of the elements from Poshul as well. Sorry I'm late. I hope you didn't wait too long, Serge. Poshul? I didn't expect to see you here. So this is where you went off to. Ah. Optional dialogues, depending on what you've done in the game. Oh, are you two on a date? So me think me should weave you to our own. Ah, please, don't be silly. Poshushu. Well, how did it go? Did you get the Komodo dragon scales? Oh wow. Just like very focused on those. And you too, Poshul. Oh. No problem. It sure has been a long time since we last came here. We used to come all the time. Aww. Do. The sea never changes, does it? It's been rolling in and out like this since long before we were born. It's been here for eternity, it seems. It's probably seen many things, heard many things. It'll probably keep rolling in and out, long after our lifetime, without a single change. Huh. It's like awfully, like, ponderous. Remember we used to sit and talk like this when we were kids? With the gentle sea breeze and the tranquil sound of the waves. Just the two of us, tugging. Do you still remember that day? Sure, I do. Really? You do? So, Serge, you haven't forgotten about the promise we made that day. Whoops. Hehe, that makes me happy. But aren't memories strange? Just when you think that that you've forgotten about something, it comes floating back into your heart. I guess it's just lying there in wait, waiting for that right moment. Why, we might even remember this very moment someday, in 10, 20 years, when we're all grown up and married and have kids of our own. Then one day, when that time comes, I wonder what kind of adults we'll be, what kind of life we'll be leading. Well, we'll never forget this day. Yeah, right. Serge? There's something I've been wanting to... Serge. Yeah. Little Serge. Hey, buddy. Who's there? Like Poshul randomly playing with the sand. Serge, you've gone a bit funny. Are you okay? Uh-oh. Cutscene time. Danger, danger! Whoa. Game over. Okay, next game. If only. So, in case this wasn't clear, where Chrono Trigger kind of like went for time travel, this game goes for more like dimensional hopping. What are you doing there, boy? It's dangerous to sleep out here. Wait, it's that guy from the village, but why doesn't he recognize me? You're right, boy. What on earth are you doing lying down anyway? For a second there, I thought you might have been a dead body washed ashore. Well, I mean, in some ways... Huh? Where's Lena? You were the only one I saw when I got here. Are you a friend of Lena's? I believe she's in the village, babysitting. She doesn't know us. You know, you shouldn't be playing out here, boy. We don't want anything to happen to you now. She doesn't recognize us. What the hell is going on? Oh, shit. Sergipu, you're finally up. Something went whoosh and me without cold too. Me woke up first, so me went to look around. But no sign of Lena anywhere. Do you think Lena spontaneously combusted? Oh wow. Me wonder if she's okay. Oh, I actually thought that you lost access to Poshul until you met up with Lena later on in the game. Because, like, normally what ends up happening is that Poshul and Lena kind of find you when you get back to your original reality, I guess. Because you might realize that the song on the other world has changed. for starters. What's going on? Why is the song different? Why? Where is Lena? Why did that old man not recognize us? What the hell are these things? Danger, Opasa Beach, keep out. There's like a bunch of different chests that we've already opened. What the hell? There's no chest here. Okay, I'll stop that. But the game is like very clear that you've kind of... Well, it's very clear. It kind of like plays a bit coy with it initially, but it becomes very clear that you're not in like your home dimension anymore. You're in like a different version of well, this universe. And here all the enemies are red colored. What? Yeah, which is kind of interesting, I guess. Like even like the color distribution of the enemies kind of like changes. Ah, damn it. When you come to like the alternate dimension of Lizard Rock. However, this is also a great location to showcase like how much difference like element colors do. Because check this out, like we used to do like 30-ish damage with this, like 28. Now we're actually gonna do like 13 because it's like the same element, and like generally everyone in this game is resistant to their own element. So using red against red enemies doesn't really accomplish much. Unfortunately, I forgot to buy like a couple of like aqua... Oh, damn it. Actually forgot to buy like a couple of aqua balls from Home Army. Because I'm going to be referring to each dimension or like each version of like the game as the game does itself. So the game always refers to the original timeline, I guess, as home dimension or like home version, and this is another or like an alternate one. So yeah, home Arnie would have a aqua ball element that I could have bought, but I didn't, which is kind of a shame because that would work great here. Especially since you can also kind of like combo it with like the cures that I bought to make the field blue. And that kind of like limits these guys' effectiveness a whole bunch. I wonder what happens if you kill all of the fish. I don't think anything does, but I'm actually very curious to, you know, check it out. If only we didn't miss with like 91% hit chance. That would be amazing, right? There's like one more, right? Yep. Please don't miss. Just, you know, kill it in one cycle. Or not. Oh, this actually went like surprisingly smooth, right? Smoothly. Now we're not actually getting any stats anymore, which probably means we've outgrown this area. Yeah. That, unsurprisingly, didn't do much of anything. Oh well. Okay, this was enough to kill it. That was nice. I wasn't actually sure if I maybe should have done like a couple more attacks before, but I was kind of like had it in my head that like Fireball +1 is enough to kill like the little Komodo drakes, I guess, in like one shot. I'm happy it paid off actually. Push. Oh, nice critical. I think I may swap Cure +2 for like Photon Ray so that that one gets like +2. This just like gives me like a bit more firepower to clear out like troublesome enemies. You know what? Let's just like equip Poshul with like an iron helmet as well, ivory helmet as well. Oh wait, I actually got like a Hold on. Let's go like this. That's fine. Okay. It's like such a unique soundtrack, you know. It's got like a wait, this guy wasn't here before. It's like a very, I don't know, island kind of theme. It's like very heavy on like violin and like I don't know like how to describe it. It's like a very interesting soundtrack. Like a very, it's like a very evocative of island life. Like a lot of guitar, a lot of violin, a lot of like percussive like instruments, I guess. For the most part, like not all of them. And there is like a couple of like very, very interesting songs later on that are electric guitar as well. There's like Radical Dreamers, for example. It's like so good. But as far as you can like hear it, it's like very much a it's like a very melancholy soundtrack as well. Electro Jolt. Finally, now we have like a decent one to equip to Poshul. Because Electro Jolt, sorry, is a... There we go. It's like put Cure in Fireball's cave place. So yeah, now Poshul has their innate element to use. So it automatically does a fair bit more damage just by being used by a character that has the same elemental affinity. Which is also why Photon Ray does so much damage with Surge, because he's like white innate element and it matches Photon Ray. I wonder if Poshul will kind of like comment on what's on the tombstone. Which is... Wait, oh! Hold on, yeah, you don't actually get to read it until you speak with Lena. Damn it. That's so stupid. I don't know why the game does this. Honestly, this has always bothered me. I just like remembered this. That every time I play the game and I reach this point, that always bothers me, that you don't actually get told what's on the tombstone until you've gone to another Arni village and confirmed what's like going on. Divine Dragon Falls. Yep. Hi. In the old days, many of my friends and fellow believers would come here to worship. It was quite lively, particularly during the festival seasons. How I miss those days. Years ago, these halls were considered a holy place by the worshippers of the Divine Dragon faith. Then hordes of humans began to migrate to these islands and we were pushed into the outlying regions. In the cultural takeover that ensued, the spiritual significance of places such as this was soon forgotten. Ah. So I'm not actually sure if like in this version there is anything to do here yet. No, there isn't. Finders Keepers, we were here first. We can't let you in until expedition is complete. Hey, Captain, found anything yet? Has he? So I do remember that this kind of factors a lot later into like the whole like find the 6 like shrines thing. And also in this version of Hydra Marshes, yep, there's like this guy instead. Several years ago, when all the Hydra died off, this woodland became covered with a thick fog, and the waters became polluted and acidic. But the real cause was us humans killing off the flora and fauna. I just hope we don't come to regret the destruction we caused. Yep, like you might notice that like this version of the Hydra Marshes is a lot more foggy, I guess. And like I keep taking damage, by the way, because it's poisonous, which was not the case in the original version, I guess. What are you guys doing working around the marshes with such light clothing? Damn amateurs. Don't expect me to save you when you die of poisoning. I don't remember if you can actually die. I think we like just like get stuck at like 1 HP. But it's probably not a good idea to like keep going in here. So I'm just like gonna like get like a couple of the items and then just like run off. I think there's like one more up a slope here. Oh yeah, but we kind of need to come around from like the other side. Yeah, I really don't remember there's like any like tangible benefit to have come this early here. Because yeah, this is kind of like a small spoiler for later on in the game. Eventually you do get a... Oh, bushwhack here, nice. Okay, this goes on search. It's like a green element single target thing. Might go better than cure, I guess. You do eventually get to a point where you have to save Kid. That's like the yellow-haired lady with the red clothes that we saw in the intro. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, you do actually meet her eventually, and after like a certain point she becomes like ill. Yep. Can't do anything yet. Bye-bye. But you need to find the antidote, I guess, only in this version of like the world, because humans kind of like killed the Hydra ages ago. There isn't any source of the poison left anymore, so that's kind of how you start, I guess, taking advantage of the fact that you can hop dimensions. So one of like the major quests early on, which we'll probably get to on like the next stream if I'm not mistaken, because we're like fairly far into the game already, but I don't think we're gonna get there like in the next hour or so. But eventually Kid kind of joins us, she gets poisoned, and that's kind of like one of the major branching paths of the story, is like deciding if you want to help or not. And if you do decide to help, that's how you kind of like exploit the whole dimensional hopping thing, by going back to your to the home version of the, well, Arni, not actually Arni village. Hey, you gotta be crazy to be walking around this forest without protective gear. I have an extra set with me. Take him. This way you'll be able to walk through the marsh without getting hurt. Yay, safety gear. Woohoo. Thank you. Oh, and watch out for monsters lurking deep within the forest. We haven't actually explored those parts yet. We don't know how to get there. If you want to go deeper into the forest, you need the proper equipment and the means to control those strange plants. That's like a lot later in the game, actually. But yeah, if you do decide to help Kid, you go back, I think, to Opasa Beach and kind of go back to home. I want to say it's called like Termina, like the entire like continent. But yeah, you go back to home Termina and you can find the Hydra there, because no one's gone around to killing and like deforesting the marsh in that universe. So the Hydra is still alive, and you can still kind of like go defeat it and get the poison extract that you need to make the antidote. There's like a few cases where this happens across the game. So now we shouldn't be taking damage in the poison. Yeah, okay, that's great. Which kind of allows me to go and check around. As far as I remember, eventually you meet like a demi-human later on in one of the storylines, and they give you like a flute or something like that. I don't actually remember if it was a flute or anything else, but they give you like a key item that you can use to calm down these like vine things. Swamp bug. Toxic burst. Boom. Oh no, Poison's gonna take like a poison, never mind. She didn't take damage though, that's good. But poison is particularly nasty in this version of like the ATB, I guess, the combat system, because of like how many attacks you can make while playing. Like if you use like the small ones, you get like a lot of damage because you do like a lot of attacks. Bushwhack here. Let's see like the animation for this. I really like it. I think it's probably like the flashiest of the level 1 elements. Is Poshul dead? No. That's like critical. So give me just like a moment, please. And we're back again. Sorry about that. Kind of like had to go deal with a situation in the other room. So Poshul is kind of poisoned at the moment. That's a problem. I don't actually remember if I have any elements that deal with that. I think I don't. So I probably would just like want to go to Arne village and like rest, I guess. So poison, as far as I remember, is kind of like similar to how it works in like the Final Fantasy games, in which you kind of like get drained down to 1 health, but it can't actually kill you on the overworld map, which is nice. And we did get like a bunch of like very useful elements before like proceeding with the story. I think this is like also blocked by the dragoons this time. Yeah. The Acacia Dragoons are currently investigating the area. This is off limits to the public. Yep. They've got like the exact same dialogue as the poor military from like home Termina. It's like this is another Termina. Well, now, you're in Arni. What brings you here to this quiet seaside village? There isn't much excitement here, but please relax and stay a while. Seems similar, doesn't it? But it's not. Oh, hi. Are you new here? Lena? I think she's on the pier, babysitting. She should be on the pier. Are you a friend of Lena's? What's going on here? Hamina, what a hunk. This here is Nikki from the Magical Dreamers. We also get to recruit him. Hehehehe. So you notice there's like different characters in like some of the key areas of the game, of like we visited already. Search found a tablet. And you will also notice that some of the interiors are kind of different in this version of Termina. Hello, young man. What can I do for you? What happened to the cook that speaks funny, you ask? Oh, you mean my lesser half, my husband. He went on a journey to brush up on his cooking. I have no idea where he could be. Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. Are you here? Blah, blah, blah. My poems? What are you talking about? I gave up on them ages ago. It was just a stupid dream I was obsessed with. I never did have any talent. But how did you know about that? Nobody knows about my poetry. It really doesn't matter anymore whether I'm writing poems or not. Nobody would give a hoot about someone writing poems in a tiny little cafe in the middle of nowhere. Oh, a tiny little cafe in the middle of nowhere, huh? But just remember, dreams do come true. Do you honestly believe that? We live in the middle of nowhere in this tiny village, leading small lives. Nothing's ever gonna change no matter how hard you try. That's just the reality of it all. So since we did get the shark tooth amulet in like home home Arni, there's like a character that we can kind of recruit here, as far as I remember. I can't comprehend my son anymore. He hasn't worked in years. There was a time when he had his heart set on becoming a man of the sea, just like his old man. But look at him now, playing to that silly-looking doll day and night. What has gotten into him? So yeah, the doll he's talking about is very interesting. 10 years ago, my husband's friend lost a son. That boy drowned at sea at the tender age of 7. And soon after, the boy's parents passed away too. Such a sad turn of events. That's when my husband changed. Never did I imagine he would end up like this. His way of life has changed completely. It's like his daughters would. Daddy always spends his time downstairs. He won't play with me. And he gets real mad if I go down there too. He didn't used to be like that. I bet he doesn't like me anymore. So yeah, this is quite different than what it used to be. You felt an aura of longevity from Ori the cat. Not. You received the sacred Likaru from Licky the cat. Not. You felt a beam of light from Lasery the cat. I have no idea what these do. However, no answer. It seems to be just a straw doll. Oh, hello there. I just finished praying. Here, take a look. It's called Mojo. It's a good luck charm from the Far East. Can you feel the love and affection oozing from it? It's just such an amazing messenger of love and courage. Think about it, my brother. How our everyday lives are controlled by uncertainty and fear. Our spent yesterdays and uncertain tomorrow, how we live a meaningless today. Ooh, this guy's like way out of it. So I think if we give him the shark tooth, this is a tooth from a ferocious lion shark. And look at the size of this thing. Judging from the size, this baby must have been a good 15 feet. Don't tell me you're the one that caught it. No, it was you. I mean, but what did you say? Another me? So the other me who became a fisherman asked you to give this to me. What are you talking about? That's enough. There's only one me. How can there be another me out there? Sure, there was a point in my life when I thought about becoming a fisherman. That was a good 10 years ago. But I couldn't do it. I gave up on the path right then and there. I just gave up. I don't care what you say. This is the path I chose and I don't regret it. Besides, you can just change the way you live in the blink of an eye. Whoops. I don't really remember how you get like Mojo to join the party. And it's actually very beneficial that you do, because I think Mojo is supposed to be like the earliest available character that has the black element. Yay, another photon ray. This is my house, keep out, and beware of mud heckrans. Me have embarked on a wrong journey. Please do not come looking for I. Wonder if this is like something that changes if you've got like Poshul from that early on. Greetings, Sonny. You're a new face in this village. Friend of Lena, perhaps? You'll find Lena out by the pier, babysitting. Okay. So I do kind of want to equip a second... Oh, I've got like an aerosaucer? Where did I get that? Hey, okay. It's actually very strong as well. So the next slot that I get, I think I'm gonna like put in another like photon ray, so I can like have like 2 uses of it. Oh, shoo? The room looks different. Shoo, Sergipu. Mama Sergipu, did you redecorate? It looks a little depressing. This isn't what you think it is. Ahaha. Plot twist. Oh, shoo? Looks like this room's redecorated too. It kind of looks like a junk room. And it's so dusty in here. What are you doing here, man? This is my island. Well, I'll let you rest here for a little while, man. Thank you. It's like so weird though. Like what? Yep. So I wonder what happens if you try and rest without having any like money. Aha. Magma bomb. I guess the like 100 gold kind of like was worth it for this. Who the? What are you doing in my house? My house isn't a playground for you kids, alright? Go play outside. Who are you, mister? This is Sergi Poo's house, isn't it? Where is Mama Sergi Poo? Huh? Who? Marge? What the heck's that? I've lived in this house for 5 years now. Sorry, that name doesn't ring a bell. 5 years? Is that true, mister? Oh god, this is very annoying where you have like Poshul in the party with you. Because like regularly there's like no added dialogue since, you know, Serge is kind of like a silent protagonist. It's just like the guy just like goes like, who, Marge? What the hell is that? Serge found 10 red in the bucket. Which 10 red is like very decent because it will immediately turn the entire field red. Oh no, sorry, it's not like the entire field, it's like it like makes like one step red. But we still don't have like a what's it called? We still don't have like a red-oriented character to kind of like make full use of that. Maybe there's like a different chief. So yeah, it's time to get the good old plot twist going. I don't actually... I'm like almost certain that this is like around the point where you get like Mojo. But again, this is mostly because... what's it called? It's like mostly because the like the black element is kind of hard to combine characters. There's only like I think it's like 4 characters in the game that are black in like their innate element. So I think we also need to get like a few antidotes. Woohoo! Heals the flu and blue status effects. Heals poison and green status effects. Yep. So I think I can also craft new weapons now. Not sure, but we'll see. Come on. Spatula. Oh yeah, this is for Lena when she eventually ends up like joining us. Ivory helmet. Yeah, never mind. But like, and the dagger is for I think Kid. when she also joins us. It's gonna be like very soon. Like this world's Lena kind of like decides to join us just to see what we're like talking about. Because there's like a minor spoiler that some of you may have figured out. In this version of the universe, Serge died by drowning 10 years ago. Lena, so this is where you were. How could you just leave with your own back and go back on your own? What the hell? Who are you? Go back on my own? What are you talking about, Poshul? And who are you? Have we met somewhere before? Are you from Termina? What are you saying, Lena? Hey, yeah, you. Don't be trying to pull any moves on our Lena, you jerk. Don't be silly. Don't go swinging too hard now, you hear? Okay, gotcha. Something's very, very wrong. Kids. I guess kids will be kids. Don't worry about them. You can't put their moves on me. You know, you look a lot like the boy who used to live next door to me. Oh. What happened to him? What happened to him? Why do you want to know? It's really none of your business. That boy died. He drowned when he was very young. This all happened 10 years ago. Soon after, his mother passed away too. I was still very young back then, so I don't remember too well, but my mom says his name was... Serge. That's nonsense. Why would I lie about something like that? Do you think I'm so cruel as to make something like that up? That boy. I guess I kinda liked him. If that boy were still alive today, I wonder what would have become of us. Sure is weird. Why am I opening up to you like this? That's a good question. You can find his grave up on Cape Howl. Actually, why don't you go visit the gravesite? No one's been up there in a while. Goodbye, stranger. Wonder what happens if we try to give her the Komodo scale. Nothing? Yep. So now after this has happened, we're allowed to read the inscription up in Cape Howl. Which is like very annoying because it's not like the inscription itself has changed or anything, right? But just like suddenly we can now read it and kind of like get the shock here. Also, you might notice that the area is lit like somewhat more darkly on this visit, which is a nice little, you know, attention to detail because it's now suddenly sunset when we get the plot twist. Yeah, back off, jerk. Stupid Poshul, you're not a part of this. You're just an NPC that I found too early. There's some writing on the tombstone. Here lies Rip. Rest in pieces. Oh, I'm sorry. Rest in peace. Our beloved Serge died age 7. Nobody can take anything away from him, nor can anyone give anything to him. What came from the sea has returned to the sea. Whoa, no, it's not true. So you must be Serge, the ghost of the boy who died 10 years ago. Wait, what? Excuse me? And they just like kick Poshul. Sorry, Junior, but we have no business with your friends. We're just after you. Be a good boy and come with us. But Sir Karsh, do you think it's truly true that this chap is a ghost? He seems like a perfectly perfect young boy to me. That doesn't matter. We found the boy here just as he said we would, didn't we? Now seize him! Hold your seahorses! Yep. Meet Kid. She's a bit of a... like... she's got like a bit of like a rough... like accent, I guess. Who the... And apparently this was actually done in like localization. Because like in the original Japanese version, they all also kind of like have different, you know, speech inflections, I guess. But that was kind of hard to like translate in English. So as far as I remember reading, they kind of like chose a bit, well, not randomly, but they kind of like chose like between like a few stereotypes, like Poshul kind of like lisping. Oh. Or Kid here getting a bit like very rough. Shut your trap. You're the ones who better get out of the way. You have a problem? Do you have a shaking idea who you're dealing with, miss? That's enough. Listen up, Junior. Our orders are to take you in. We don't want to hurt you. Just come with us. Or else, this axe of mine will have to do the tugging. Ah, for crying out loud. Would you just shut up and get on with it? I'm gonna kick your sorry arses so hard you'll kiss the moons. That's actually like a catchphrase of here. Fair enough. You leave us no choice. You'll regret this, missy. So if you notice, aside from Karsh, this guy's called Pebor and this guy's called Salt. Another translation like in joke. Sir, his innate element color attribute is white. Right, that does it. Quick, attack him with the opposing element attribute color, black. How unfortunately unfortunate. I do not seem to have any, sir. You nincompoop. You should always carry elements of every color. And how about you there? I'm shaking in my shoes to tell you this, sir, but I don't have any neither. We'll have to let you, Sir Carr, show us how it's done. Useless fools. Real men don't need magic when they can fight with their might. So yeah, Salt and Pebor are kind of like running jokes, I guess, in like the story. You get to fight them in like a bunch of different places. And they're almost always kind of like used for comic relief more than anything. Oh, nope, wrong character. There you go, just like get Salt out of the way. Oh, and I also think like actually you can get Karsh to join you later on in the game, which is kind of interesting, all things considered. Oh wait, Bushwhacker? No, he's that's not good. Yeah, you know, because I had like all my yellow elements on Poshul. Well, that kind of sucks. So Kid should have another fireball, right? Magma bomb, okay. So it's probably very good for me to spend a couple of turns to... Wait, what am I targeting? search. Okay. Might be a good idea to just like use a few tablets to make the entire field red here, so that you can like kind of like boost magma bombs. Although, you know, actually, yeah, I don't need to. Well, that would probably have been a good idea at the start of the fight. Hey, Surge and friends received a new growth level. So yeah, Surge got another level 2 slot. You can see it kind of like, no, this way. You can kind of like see it like blinking on his character panel. Oh, and Kid as well, so yay. Spoils found. Bone axe, ivory vest, ivory helmet. Aha. Actually, I don't remember which character except for Karsh uses axes. Sir Karsh, I say we shake it on out of here so we can live to fight another day. These aren't ordinary brats we're dealing with. Cowards. Damn cowards. As for you, Missy, we won't forget this. Ooh, I'm so scared. I'm happy to take you on any time. Think I'll lose to scum like you? Ha! You're right, mate. Yeah, I don't know like where this like Australian accent kind of like appeared from. No, me? My name's Butts. My name is Butts. It's like a name every character Butts. Call me Kid. Nice to meet you. I just couldn't stand by and watch those blokes gang up on you like that. Or I guess it's supposed to be like a Cockney accent, not like an Australian one. But why was that mob after you? I mean, I'm kind of dead in this universe. What do you mean you never ever met them before? Eh? Ah, forget it. Okay. Hey, Serge. How about you and me team up for a while? That Karsh fella ain't just gonna leave you alone, that's for sure. And to tell you the truth, I'm new to these islands. It's pretty lonely traveling around here on my own. Hehehe. So, how about it, Serge? Perhaps it was fate that we would meet up like this. I mean, I would rather get, like, Poshul. So, I don't actually remember. There's, like, a... There's, like, a few things that kind of, like, change if you don't take Kid along with you. And she does, like, eventually appear later on in Termina and again ask to, you know, join you. And then if you don't, then she like, this happens a lot until you finally kind of like get forced to accepting her. But I don't remember if it changes anything. Oh my god, I'm like so sleepy. You know what, I'm just like gonna do it. I don't really mind. Beauty, mate! That decides it then. We're real good mates now. Anyways, it'll be getting dark soon. I suggest we head to Arnie and shag up for the night. Oh, and Serge? Don't go and trying funny stuff just cause I'm cute and all. Okay. Like, Poshul is suddenly here as well. Oh, let's get our asses down to Termina. Full speed ahead. Hey, King Retro Gaming, welcome. How's it going? How are we doing? It's a teleporter. You'll be able to switch your party members from afar. A real handy gadget. Look it up in the menu. Yeah, you can basically kind of like use it as a key item to, well, swap in and out your party members. Because there's gonna be a lot of those. Oh, that's nice to hear. Yeah, again. Give me a break, man. What do you want from me? Oh, now that we have Kid, maybe it's like a good idea to reallocate everything. Am I? I'm okay. slightly tired, and I think probably starting to come down with the cold, since like the temperature dropped like very rapidly. But yeah, otherwise okay. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Get like 2 photon rays in. I don't want to have like access to Bushwhacker maybe, and like not Electrojolt, because we're gonna give that to Poshul. Like a Magma Bomb, it's like a good utility. Let's see, go Tablet, go Fireball. Go Magma Bomb +1, and then like a couple of Fireballs +1 might also be decent-ish. Okay, Poshul gets Electrojolt, as high as it will go. And another one here. Might as well just like get another heal though. A couple of cures and maybe another fireball just to like round things up. I really want to give someone heal, but I think we can get Mojo now, so I can just do that. Just like load him up with all the rest. Come on, just up there. Yeah, we've seen this before. It's kind of annoying that you need to... I think at least you need to have Kid in the party before this will work. Wow. I can't even English properly. That's amazing. I'm actually getting like a bit stuffy, damn it. Bogom, hold on. Hey, King Retro Gaming, thank you for the follow. Hold on a second there. What was that? Love is always in the air. It's just that no one notices. I love this guy. You're Mojo? Oh no. I am Mojo and I bring him good fortune. Boogum. This can't be happening. How in the... I sense some kind of purpose. Seems like fun, so I will join on you. Wait a second. There's nothing droll about me. Just a word of advice. Stop running and come face to face with your life. What's this thing talking about? A messenger of love and courage I am. I'm lucky. So weird. Mojo joined your party. So yeah, there's like the other like cute thing that the game does is that even like the join messages that oh, why was I thinking that you could get like 4 characters in your party at the same time? I guess like Mojo for now might be fine. Even like the joining animation, like joining text for everyone, they kind of like change depending on like what the speech inflection that each character uses. So for Kid it would say like Kid joins your party, and this guy's like join on. It's kind of cute. Oh yeah, maybe just like have a look at his elements. Actually, yeah, I think that's probably enough. I don't... Will I need any antidotes? I'm not going to the swamp just yet, right? and I don't remember like getting blue enemies anytime soon. Let's see. Just want to check if we've got any upgrades. Whoa! Dandan 6, thank you for the follow again as well. Like all of you guys come from. How are we doing today? How's it going? Oh, we can totally... Oh, I don't have a screw. But I think I might have like one to give to Mojo. So I think his name changes later and becomes like Mojoy. Yeah, bone axe, ivory mail, and ivory helmet. Oh, we can also give one to Kid as well. I also don't remember if this is where Lena joins you, or even if it's like this version of Lena that joins you. I think it might be here because she says, I don't know, but something's like familiar with you. You'll find the boy's grave, blah, blah, blah. I did visit it. Whatever. So it's not like this Lena that joins us. Or was it that like the home version joins you after you go back, and that's when Poshul can also normally join you if you haven't found the Hekran bone? So we do need to go to Termina, and I think Termina is like up north, right? Yeah. Seriously, that's like such a nice soundtrack, this. It's like every time I play this game, it's like very melancholy, but also very fun. Our excavation is nearly complete. Just stick to the low path and make your way through. We still have some of our men working in the high ground, so do not interfere with their work. Okay. And yeah, please don't mind the giant like voodoo doll that's kind of like following me around. Anger! Oh yeah, you're supposed to kill the mama first, because she has like strengthen on herself. Whoops. Well, I guess we can probably like deal with it this way. I guess. No. Oh, she's got like a lot of health. Fun. Yeah, this is a problem. I kind of like front-loaded everyone with their own elements. So fighting like a lineup that's like mono-red like these guys is kind of a problem. And again, I forgot to buy blue element attack spells. God damn it. I even said I had to do it. So yeah, I don't actually have any blue attacks at the moment. Whoops. So yeah, stick to the low path so we can actually proceed here. Are you the exorcist we sent for? Yes. We are. Give me access. Ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba. So I think the bird is like yellow, right? No. No, it's white. Oh, okay. I've like misremembered that. Well, Mojo's gonna be very useful here then. Yay. Now, if only we had any like black elements as well. I would be even better, I guess. But yeah, it does take a while. Squawk! But yeah, it does take a while to like get to the point where we can kind of like field a full team of you know, covering all the elements. Played the first one, never played this one. Wait, you mean Chrono Trigger, right? Well, this one doesn't have that much to do with Chrono Trigger, unfortunately. Aside from like kind of sharing the same name, it's like a very, very different kind of game. See, like charging his instant kill attack. Peck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Someone's dead. Someone's dead. Surge! No! 54 damage. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that should do it. But yeah, Chrono Trigger is very different to Chrono Cross, for better or for worse. I mean, they're both great games, and generally I think Chrono Trigger is like more tightly built, like better structured and like a lot more focused in what it needs to do. But this game also has like a lot of charm as well, even though it's not as like focused as Chrono Trigger. The games themselves don't really have much to connect them aside from some bits very, very late in Chrono Cross. They don't even take place in like the same world, I guess. There we go. Nyak, nyak, nyak. Looks like I'm causing quite a stir. I've been waiting forever for someone like you. Yeah, I know. You and I are both dead, eh? I don't know how I ended up like this. I don't have a body, I don't remember a thing. You understand what I'm going through, don't ya? But I have a feeling everything will come back to me once I find my body parts. So, how about it? Will you help me find my body? Yep. This guy's like a pain. I think his name is Skelly or something like that. And basically he becomes a party member as soon as you find like 4 parts of him, I think. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I'm warning you. I think there actually is a monster here. Yep, there's like another one of those birds. But yeah, what was I saying? Big egg. Run away. This game is like very, very different to Chrono Trigger. Like, for starters, it has a lot of optional content where Chrono Trigger kind of had like maybe 5 or 6 side quests, if you call them that. This one's got like all over the place. Chrono Trigger has like 6 party members and they all kind of feature prominently in the story. This one has around 40, and like the only major ones are like Serge, the protagonist, and Kid, which is the blonde-haired girl that's following us around. Let's see. What else is like different? This one's like a lot less linear because at some points you actually get to choose how to kind of like go through certain side quests, I guess. It's also a lot longer. The combat system is very different to the original one, although they did... Yeah, I know. Like the combat system is very different, even though the random encounters are kind of like kept the same. Yep, that thing is still pissed off at us. So there are no actual random encounters, but you do have to, you know, run into enemies to fight them. That was awful back there, Pebor. I won the rematch. By the way, do you remember what kind of outfit he was shaking? Just something just like that, Pebor. Oh, you remember, so he looked like that, huh? Actually, it is him, Pebor. So you're sure about that? Wonderful timing, Pebor. Let's shake it. We're really gonna shake it to you this time. Yeah, these guys are basically the Biggs and Wedge of this game. It's just like you get to fight them a whole bunch of times. And they're kind of like meant to be more like comic relief. This time I made sure to bring a black element with me, Pebor. Good work. Well, shake it on up and attack him with it. Affirmatively affirmative, Pebor. Think he like forgot to equip it or something? Yeah. It's like the turn black element who that like made my element into black instead of white. That was no black attack element you just now, was it? It was a black element that makes your foes more susceptible to attacks of the opposite attribute color white, wasn't it? I'm afraid you're right. How terribly terrible. You did bring a white attack element with you, didn't you? If you didn't bring one with you, you're more stupid than I thought. Oh. God, it's like so stupid. It's actually like a nice little way to kind of like do this like as a tutorial, I guess. I think Bushwhacker will probably kill him off now. No? Oh! But he is like close to that, so that's fine. Okay, he's almost dead. Ah, damn it, he managed to like sneak one out. Pepper box. Oh well, didn't do him much good. I think I've got like enough to heal myself now. So literally no biggie. Hey, Sergeant friends reached a new growth level. Got like a bunch of HP. Oh, and new level 3 slots. Nice. Electrojolt and uplift. Okay. So maybe just like get Poshul back in the party. So yeah, the skull we got has another 3 or 4 parts attached to it, like not attached to it, but 3 or 4 parts. They have the end battle theme. Yeah, it's actually they have like 2 of them. There's one for like the end of regular boss fights, and one for one for regular fights, which is kind of like more mellow and kind of like more gentle, I guess. and the one you just got, which is for like finishing an actual boss fight. So I think there's a part of the skeleton in here somewhere, but we can't actually get through yet. We cannot allow you to go beyond this point. I ask that you turn back. Okay. So yeah, there's like one part in there. Oof. What's like the other one? I think there's like one eventually in the marsh as well, but again, I don't really remember. Although Scully is not like Scully, I guess his name is Skelly. I don't remember like for sure. A huge egg found in the fossil valley. What kind of egg it is remains yet unknown. We'll find out soon. But yeah. This is like his head, and eventually we kind of need to find like the rest of it. And once we find all 4 parts, it becomes a party member. Because yes, this is like that kind of game where you have to put together a skeleton so that it joins your party. Okay, and now we made it to Termina. Let's see. It's also got like an amazing theme, this city. Sorry, I'm totally out of bellflowers. There's a big raccoon down in Fossil Valley. Men from the Dragoons were setting roadblocks in the valley. I'll get some in a few days, so come back then. This guy's named Glenn. No connection to Frog from the original game. If you ever see him, give him my regards. He's also Karsh's brother, I think. Which is like the guy with the axe that we just fought at like the Cape Howl. Oi, did you hear that? Karsh is that bastard we saw at the Cape. And that ghost is hunting. Ain't that you, mate? So that Acacia Dragoon mob is behind this after all. Let's check this place out a bit more. Aha! You must be one of the tourists here to see the festival. That boy is dear sweet Glenn, a member of the Acacia Dragoons. Pretty popular with the people here. But it really surprises me to see that naughty little boy grown so mature. Ah, it makes me feel my age. So, Glenn is like one of the characters I never did manage to recruit in, like when playing this casually. And there's like a good reason for that. You need to actually let Kid like die of poisoning. She doesn't actually die, but you need to kind of like abandon her when she needs the antidote. And that like line of like that part of the quest eventually gets you Glenn in the party. And that's like the only thing I could never like bring myself to do. Because yeah, she's kind of annoying and the accent is a bit weird, but I do like Kid as a character. Hey ho! Yes, we did it! We just used the greeting we were taught by the hero, Pierre. Pierre is also another character that will join us eventually. What time is it? Oh. Okay, yeah, it's like we're like getting close to like wrapping it up for today. So I'll just like go have like a quick look around the place and then come back to the inn and save. Let's see. How may I help you? Let's see, yeah, we need like some good blue elements. We've got like uplift and we got electro jolt, so that's fine. Maybe like get like a few brace. Although I'm gonna be honest, I never really like found a use for brace. Like there's like very few enemies that can cause sprains or like yellow status effects, I guess. Well, up until the point that we kind of like hit into the game last time, which I guess wasn't at the end, so there might just like be a few like yellow focused enemies later on. Hey. No tickets. Just the other day, I went on my usual trip to the Shadow Forest to gather wild plants. Believe it or not, I found a rare blue-tip mushroom. Do you envy me? Yep. Okay, then I'm gonna tell you a big secret. Deep beside the forest, there is a very large tree. This tree has a big hole in it. This hole leads to an underground waterway, which is the perfect place for rare mushrooms to grow. If you go deeper, if you go deeper into the waterway, you'll end up in the Master Viper's manor. Does that surprise you? Yeah, he just kind of like gave us secrets that are like very dangerous. We will eventually have to infiltrate Viper Manor. And this is like one of the 3 ways that we can gain access. And that is the first time that the story kind of like branches. Because depending on like which way you decide to infiltrate the manor, you gain access to different characters. What, you haven't heard? The Frozen Flame is the treasure of treasures. It's the ultimate treasure in this world. It's rumored that the notorious thieves, radical dreamers, are also after it, but that thing is mine. One day I'll get my hands on it and become the richest man in the universe. That's my Terminian dream. Wait, what now? Okay. I saw Miss Riddell visiting the shrine again. She made a darling couple with her childhood sweetheart Dario. It's such a pity that he died so young. They say beautiful women rarely find happiness. How about me? Do I look happy? I mean, yeah. So you mean I'm not beautiful then? Okay, so what's like the other one? I'm kind of like curious to see what she... You look unhappy. Oh my, do I? Why, thank you! Ever since Dario died, one of the chairs for the 4 divas of the Acacia Dragoons is vacant. Sir Viper is said to be looking for candidates, yet I can't foresee anyone who can match the caliber of the great knight Dario. If only I were a little younger. Welcome to the Dragon's Tail. You're travelers, aren't you? That's okay, I can tell by the way you look. So what do you think of Termina? This poor town just loves travelers. I love this town and all of its people, wherever they are residents or travelers. Barkeep, 1 more order of squid gut pasta. More? That's all you eat. Try some of the other dishes, will ya? So this is another character that joins us later on. I think this guy's name... Guile, yeah. My name is Guile. I'm having a certain bet with the fortune teller by the bridge. If I can bring the item of proof from the manor within a week, I shall win. If I cannot, I shall lose, but... As there is a trick behind any mysterious magic, there is no such thing as an impregnable fortress in this world. A toast to my coming victory. So yeah, as far as I remember, there's like 3 ways to infiltrate the Viper Manor. One of them is by getting Guile to like let you in on the plan, which of course lets you what's it called? It lets you kind of like recruit Guile into the party. The second one is by boat, where you recruit, what's his name? There's like a kid that like runs a tour boat or something like that. God. I actually forget what his name was. And the third way is by using the mushroom tunnel that the guy in the inn just like told us about. Oh, sorry, at the item shop. And that I think lets you recruit like a mushroom character, I guess. Alright, that's settled. We gotta sneak into Viper Manor. You gotta find what those Acacia Dragoons are up to, right? I was Karsh trying to capture ya. I've got some business there as well, so I'll go with ya. How about it, Serge? Yep. So basically you can tell her no and she'll like lead the party and then just like kind of like meet up with you later on. For all that, like the game, all the times that it lets you kind of like blow her off, she is like a necessary party member, and I think that's kind of like why the game does it too. Hey, what? Papa Ship, Mary. It's because you are shown that like flash forward thing where the like she dies. I think the game gives you like a lot of opportunities to kind of like not have her with you. So that maybe you like trying to save her or something. Oh yeah, Korcha, that's the guy that can join you if you try to go by boat. So yeah, let's see, how do we do this? And actually, yeah, we won't do this now. Just like clear the blah blah blah. Oh wait, this is where we come with Skelly once like we kind of like put him together. Because this is his grandma. Yes, who might you be? Grandmother, travelers passing through. My, so sorry. My eyes have become really weak in my old age and I thought that my grandson had come back. My grandson was such a cute boy. He was really plump and cheerful and loved to make people laugh. That's why the boy joined the circus to become a clown. For the first few years, he wrote letters to me almost daily. He always said how gratifying the work was, although it was very challenging. One day his letters suddenly stopped coming. I haven't heard from him since. I hope he wasn't in an accident or something. I just pray that I might see his cheerful face once more before the heavens can claim my soul. I wonder if we can kind of like get like a reaction here. Nope. Skelly, there we go. Whoa. Hint, hint, hint. Although I have to say I don't remember what that accomplishes. I think it unlocks like a unique element for Skelly, but I don't really remember. Okay, so that's probably it for today. Let me just like go save. I kind of like need to go sort out dinner. But yeah, fun first few hours. Promise next time is gonna go like a bit faster since like the story kind of like picks up a bit here. We are going to do our very first dungeon as well. So yeah, until then, I don't know if like anyone's online at the moment. Just like give it a look. Oh, you know, Elder Mammoth is doing like Divinity 2, Original Sin 2, sorry. So let's go raid Elder Mammoth. And in the meantime, have a very nice day or night. And I will see you around tomorrow with more of this, I guess. So yeah, goodbye.